The category description panel will not be displayed until you use the panel above it. I'll just scroll up and show you this panel here, which is category data. And you can see within my category data I have selected 3 levels, and therefore I have 3 separate description boxes in the category description panel. I've already put some examples in there because this is really quick and simple in most cases. Usually we will have a column of category descriptions if we want to use descriptions, that is. Most people don't. I rarely see a team that makes use of category descriptions or good use of them, but with some innovation and some effort we can use them and we can make good use of them. When it comes to actually importing though, it's a different story. In most cases I would recommend manually typing them in, but if you are dealing with a lot of categories, then there are things we can do. We can either add a single token for a column that holds our category descriptions, or we could use multiple columns. If I just do undo, you'll see one that I've done earlier. This is title from only, currency and price, and once those tokens are replaced, it would obviously create a sentence. Now the complicated thing about that is the data that is used is the data from the row where the category is first sort of encountered. So if I just scroll along and show you the columns that I've actually used in my example, I have title, currency and price, and I know for a fact that obviously the first row is the row that will create X amount of categories. In my case I've got 3 levels, so I'm guaranteed to have 3 categories created, and the descriptions for those categories would be pieced together using values from this row. But future rows would be a different story. I'll just explain what I mean. In this example, computers, PC and gaming would be created. Those categories would be created. 3 category descriptions would be created. When the plugin comes to processing the second row of categories, it wouldn't do anything for computers because the category exists, and therefore it wouldn't update the description either. It would, however, create a category called personal computer, and therefore when it comes to creating the level 2 category and uses the level 2 description, it would use data from this row, and then it wouldn't use any other data and any other future rows. And that's how it works. It's the first row that encounters with a new category that hasn't been created yet, and so on. And that's that really. That's what makes it in most cases an impossible thing to do, because it's hard to determine exactly what data is going to be used to create the description. Depending on really what your data is, you could put something like, for example, example. So I could let me see, level 1 description. So it's the level 1 is computers. Let me see, computers category, and I could put example, and you could type example or IE, and therefore no matter what you put in there is entirely applicable. So that is one thing that you could do, but whether or not you need to have a use for that, that's entirely up to you to decide. Alright, thank you very much for watching.